Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Take This TV, the television book club podcast, where every week we talk about an episode or two from our favorite shows with our friends in the fandom. That's you. Hi, I'm Carmen Askernes, and I'm joined by the amazing Kimberly Woods. Hello.
Hello, hot potatoes.
This season, we are watching Fallout.
Woo! And today we're on episode 2, The Target. The official Amazon blurb is, I know life can't have been easy up here.
So I love Lucy. I just want to start off with saying
Me too.
she's great.
I love Lucy. I love Maximus. I love their both naive stances on the world.
Oh my gosh. Maximus totally did it in episode 1. I feel like because of like when he's with is it Titus, the guy's name in the armor?
Mm-hmm.
When he's with Titus.
Lord Titus.
Lord Titus. And they're in the cave and the radioactive bear attacks. And Maximus is just kind of like waiting there. At first I was like, why is he just standing there? He's so dumb. And then I was like, no, he's scheming. He's like, well, if the bear kills him, can I kill the bear? And then we see that moment where, I mean, Titus is kind of being a jerk, and he's like,
he's being a real jerk. He's blaming him for everything. He's like, it's your fault. You're going to be strung up
by your
innards. Yeah. It's like, oh my gosh, he's giving him every reason. So for me, I still don't think he did it to his friend. I feel like he has a code, and his code was pushed. Because he was reaching for the stim pack to help him. He was reaching for it.
He was.
And then that guy just kept putting him down, putting him down, putting him down, putting him down.
Yeah, that was his own demise. He's just running his mouth off. And then Titus was like, or Maximus was like, you know what? All right. Die. And he did.
Yep. He's like, you don't deserve that armor. You're not a real knight.
In Maximus's head, he's like, the knights of the Brotherhood of Steel are these heroes. They're Batman. And they go around and they save the innocent. Because he had this you know, it's so interesting, actually. Now, I did not think about this until just now. But like that scene where little kid Maximus is being saved by the knight. Mm-hmm. It's the exact same scene we see of Din Djarin in, well, spoilers for season 1 of Mandalorian, I guess. But there's a scene where we see young Din Djarin and he's a little kid and a Mandalorian saves him. And he's like, I don't know that these people are fanatics because I'm just a child. And then I feel like the exact same thing happened to Maximus. And he's like, these people are heroes. I don't know what a fascism is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That scene, I was just cracking up at the scene with the bear and Lord Titus being like, oh, fuck, no, like running from the bear. They're leaping on him. I was dying.
It was pretty hilarious because right before that, he tells Maximus to go in the cave and look for evidence of anyone being there. And he's like, to earn this armor, it takes acts of bravery. And then he's like running away from this bear.
I mean, the only reason they're there is because he got bored in the chopper and wanted to be set down to do something. And then as soon as he gets to do something, investigate this cave, he's like, no, I'm too scared. You go do it.
Delicious karma. He had it coming.
He had it coming.
Yep.
But then Lucy is so great too because she just has this like idealized, naive perspective, being, you know, just raised in the vault about vault values and, you know, we're gonna save America.
I love when she meets the guy who's like trying to put his water purifier together.
Oh my!
And he's like in a diaper.
He's the like, pantless man.
You can stay here with me. I could use a family. And I was like, wow.
So funny.
So
he's
bold.
like, this could be all yours. Yeah, I won't last very long.
I'm dying anyway.
And she's like, no, thank you. Thanks, but no thanks.
I love that interaction starts with her like pointing a gun at him and being like, excuse me, can I ask you for directions?
May I approach? Standing outside the gate. And he's like, I don't have anything. I just want directions. And he's like putting sand in the water filter. She's like, what? Have you tried water?
So polite.
He's like, you have water? She's like, yeah, you want some?
Yeah, her naivety is like really endearing, but it's also every time she talks to somebody, I'm like, she's about to die.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, you poor little Girl Scout.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna learn all about this world. And multiple times during this episode, various people are telling her that. I was pleasantly surprised that a lot of our characters are crossing paths like so soon. That was
In episode 2,
surprising
yeah.
and fun. Yeah. So she like meets our doctor and Dogmeat.
What was the
I'm gonna call him
doctor's name?
Dogmeat. I'm gonna call him Dogmeat.
Dog
Sorry,
meat.
that's what that was the dog in the game. It's called Dogmeat, but here, the dog goes by 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Dogmeat.
So, yeah, we get to meet this doctor who's the guy, the target, the one that everybody's after, who has the thing. We meet him, and Dogmeat is like killing a big rad roach.
Oh, that's from the game, right? The big roaches?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was
and then
like, I feel like I've seen that.
Crazy thing that I love. He talks about how the roaches didn't just survive, they've improved. And he tells her, he's like warning her about this world and what she's going to have to go through. And he's like, will you still want the same things when you've become a different animal altogether? And I was like, ooh, this is the heart of all these like apocalypse shows that I love so much. Just like Walking Dead, it's like, you know, do the humans turn into the monsters, or like what become, you know, how does this world change them?
Heck
so yeah, I love that little setup to that theme.
Yeah. I am interested to see who Lucy ends up being by the end of the season. And we do kind of like, that's the first person that she runs into. And I don't know, the actor, I forget his name, but he was in the show called Lost. And he was this amazing character. He did such a great job in that show playing Benjamin Linus, who was like this crazy scientist villain guy or whatever. And every time I see him now, I'm like, he's going to be a villain. And so I feel like I love that the show plays with the audience's expectations, because Lucy wakes up and hears Dogmeat growling. It's Dogmeat now.
Yeah, sorry. So we're calling the dog.
And then we see that shot of the doctor creepily watching Lucy from the lawn chair, and like has moved all of her guns and stuff away, so she's just there unarmed. And I was like, oh man, he's gonna be a villain, but that's not the case. But I love that they play with your expectation there.
Can I also just say Ella's expressions are so hilarious? Like, at first the naive expressions of like, oh, I'm going to go to sleep, or, you know, like right before she goes to sleep, like all by herself, even though her dad's lost, she's out here, you know.
In the dark, yeah.
In the dark. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, I don't want to jump too far ahead, but...
She's like, put a tent up for Abraham Lincoln, when she's like sending the fire or whatever.
Yeah. It's so good. Oh my gosh. I do have to say, I loved too in the beginning, and I was also horrified at the dog shots, like all little puppies.
The little
babies.
They were so little, the little babies. I was like, look at those little baby puppies. And then, they took the one baby and they threw it in the incinerator.
Because it was under like, 10 ounces.
All of these people have to die.
I was like, no. But then our guy, who we're following, he saves Dogmeat. Because Dogmeat was about to be thrown away because Dogmeat wasn't 10 ounces.
He lied and saved it. Yes, literally saving the cat, of saving the little innocent baby puppy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's some funny instances in this episode too, right? So then later on, the dog saves our doctor, or thinks he saves the doctor, because the doctor's like arguing with another scientist about something. And Dogmeat comes out, kills the other guy. We don't know exactly what they're arguing about, if it's that thing, or if it, his life was really in danger, But to the dog, that was a serious threat. So it took him out. The dog
was like, I'm not asking any questions on site. You push my man down, I'm coming for your throat. And I was like, that dog knows. That dog's standing on business. That dog knows.
Yeah. And that's why they had to flee. And then we get the other instance of our new knight, Sir Maximus.
Sir Maximus, Lord Maximus, hero of the people.
Hero of the people. And him entering a dispute that he has no idea what's going on. He just sees somebody terrorizing somebody else in his mind, and breaks it up. And then later learns that that guy was fucking the other guy's chickens.
It reminded me of that scene in The Incredibles where Mr. Incredible saves that guy and he's like, "You ruined my death. I hate you, Mr. Incredible." I just love that like play on like hero tropes. Maximus is just like, "Okay," and then flies away. It's like, what am I supposed to do with this? Bye, I guess.
Yep. Bye. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It was very Fallout too, just the juxtaposition of the like, please remain calm, like screen when the scientist is fleeing with dog meat and then the machine gun going off and firing at him. It's perfect.
Remain calm. Perfect. You're experiencing your murder. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, it's so great.
The turret has very bad aim.
We meet Ma June, who I love as a character. When Lucy sees a shop that has a lot of old vault tech in it and is like, you know, hey, I'm looking for my dad.
She's a dad stealer.
Oh my god, that line.
The innocence.
It was so funny. But basically, like, Ma June learns that she's looking for, what's the lady's name? Moldover?
Moldaver?
Moldaver. And she's
something like that, yeah.
You're in over your head, little girl.
Go home.
This isn't the vault. Yeah, go back home. You're gonna get burnt.
I love when she asks Lucy, like, she asks Lucy, she gets Lucy to challenge her beliefs, essentially, of being like, so you're going to save America, how are you going to do that? What does that even mean? And then Lucy's kind of like repeating all the stuff that she's been told her whole life. Yeah. And you kind of like get a little bit of like Ashley saying it of like, I don't know if this is actually true.
Yeah. She's like, when exactly were you planning to save it?
Yeah.
Because look around you.
It must be hard up here with the dirt.
Then she runs into the dock again. They're all converging there. And he's again like, you're not safe here. You know, you're from Vault 33 where you have corn. You have this projector. You know, people actually do what they say they're going to do. They do the right thing.
Yeah, he lists off all this stuff about Vault 33 because at first she's like, you don't know anything about me. And he knows like everything. And so she's really intrigued. But before she can get some answers, the ghoul enters the scene. Oh my gosh. The
ghoul enters the chat.
I love Westerns, right? And like, I feel like Jonathan Nolan and the team did such a great job with this on Westworld with the Man in Black and some of those characters. And like the ghoul's theme plays when he like walks into the middle of town. He asks, he's like, you know, are you a doctor? And before the guy can answer, he just blasts his foot off. And I was like, oh man, this guy is he's so cool. But like you said, he's going to be an antagonist. You were right.
Those shots were so gnarly.
Like the exploding shot, yeah.
Yeah, he has these bullets that say boom on him. Where did he get these bullets from? But the shots were so disturbing.
Oh man.
The poor doggy gets stabbed in the middle of this fight too. Sir Maximus joins Knight in Shining Armor, which I love Lucy's response to him.
She's in love.
Is that a knight? Is that a real knight?
Her knight in shining armor.
Her, yeah. Has her in his arms. They have a little meet cute moment, which is great. Then he charges back out there.
It's very much like the two of them are living in this like fairy tale world, and everybody else is living in the harsh, brutal real life of this wasteland.
It's so good. Oh my gosh. That moment where they put the foot on our doctor is so disgusting.
When she pulled out the device and it had like all the teeth in the center, I was like, what is that?
And Lucy's reaction to it is hilarious. She was just like, I had to like, it was perfect. It was amazing. Lucy is tasked with taking the doctor now to the client, which we learn is Moldaver. But I love how Ma June is just like, is she our best bet? I don't know. I guess she's our only hope, maybe.
I hope this works out. Yeah.
I hope it works out, you know. Gosh, she was hilarious too, yelling at her partner.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember the person's name.
It was like something with a B, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, Barv or something.
Yeah.
Barv, get in here, Barv.
Because she's like, and surprised that an actual vault dweller is there.
Yeah.
Because she mentions that everybody thought the vault dwellers were all dead. And so it's like, oh, what's been happening to the vaults?
Oh my gosh. It can't have been easy with you with all the murder and dirt. Sorry, I was throwing them in. Oh, I know. Barb had some sort of funny line that was like, she was just eating her beans. I'm trying to eat my beans, but okay. When she like tells her to go get the new foot for the doctor.
He needs a new foot. I'm trying to eat my beans.
It was so good. Oh man.
You were gonna yell at me anyway.
Yeah. It was such a good moment.
Yeah. I hope they come back again at
Me too.
Great recurring characters.
I was really enjoying that. Our little knight gets a reality check a little bit with the ghoul. He gets stuck at a moment during the battle. He gets flung.
Oh yeah, because the ghoul like cuts the hydraulics or something on the suit and sends him flying off Team Rocket style, just blasting out of the town.
Luckily, Dogmeat is saved by the ghoul because he wants to track him down.
And I guess Dogmeat is like, yeah, you stabbed me, but we're cool now. Let's go.
Dogmeat's just like, get me back to my owner, which is exactly what the ghoul wants. Yeah.
That shootout in the town with the ghoul like killing everybody in town, it was giving me big like Doc Holliday, Wyatt Earp, OK Corral vibes, and I was like, this is so cool.
Yeah.
And it reminded me of like,
it's so good.
Like I said, I haven't played the games, but I've seen them because I exist on the internet. And like, there's like that ability where you can like pick a part of a person to shoot or whatever, and it does like the slow-mo thing. And I feel like this was kind of like that of like when he's shooting the people, you see the different parts of them just like blow off and stuff. So gnarly.
So gnarly. We cut to the Doc and Lucy. Doc's limping along. I'm like, poor guy with his metal foot. He has to take a pause. She gives him this amazing pep talk where she's like, you're totally going to make it. We can do it.
Together.
Together. And he's like, nope, I've already popped my pill.
Yeah, he took a cyanide pill.
It's so funny. Which we learned like earlier in the episode. Lucy stumbles into this little house and there's this like dinner table where the family has committed suicide with these same pills, the Econo pack. And we learn it's like Vault Tech Plan D, which I found interesting. I was like, okay, so it's like Plan A, the vault, the fancy vault, and what's being experimental vaults? I don't know, but it made me curious. Like,
we gotta find out.
Yeah. He calls her Mrs. McLean.
He knows her name.
Yeah. And she's like having a panic attack, and he's like, look, I did this so you don't have to bring my whole body. You can just bring my head. But you're going to have to cut it off first. Here you go.
Well, wild last words. Cut my head off and take it to this person across town. She
like basically has a panic attack. We see Randy's donuts, maybe, and then I was like, is that Randy's donuts when she's having a panic attack? Like runs down Randy's donuts. And then we get our favorite little line, okie dokie.
The okie dokie is keeping her going. And then we hear her sawing as the credits start to roll.
Yep. Her big brutal lesson of the surface.
What do you think that little chip thing is that he put in his neck? That I assume that's what he wants her to deliver. So, I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, he did mention something about,
and didn't somebody say it could save us or something? It wasn't somebody who wanted it. It's like, it could save us all.
That's what he told Lucy. It's like this, you could save the world or you could change the world.
Yeah, and somebody else who wanted him hunted down for whatever reason was also saying it could save them.
Was it the Brotherhood of Steel that said that?
Maybe.
Maximus said that he's important and...
Well, they want to know where he's going.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
I love this show. It's so
Me too.
Fun. And I think every episode is like, it's kind of like a self-contained story, but it's like got this episodic and serial nature to it.
But Carmen, I have a question. What is our ship name for Lucy and Sir Maximus?
Lord Lucimus.
And our meet cute Lord Lucimus. I love it. Lord Lucimus. Okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
I like it. I can't wait to watch the next episode. I'm loving it too. It's hilarious. Thank you everybody for joining us. We're at Take This TV on Instagram and TikTok. You can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. And remember, it's dangerous to watch TV alone.